work it from there. So first of all, I've separated from the highest point down through to the back of the ears, and then just letting all of the back area fall where gravity will take it. And take my first section, which will be effectively from the top of the crown.
Regardless of where it actually was?
Well, in this case, that's where it goes. If the part was over a little bit, then that's probably where I'd start. You know, move around from there. But for the sake of simplicity, and just down to sort of where the occipital bone would be. These dolls don't have that. So let's pretend. And so this is where you get to see where you want your first layer to be. I am going to take a little bit of this messy length away later on, so I'm going to keep that in mind. Smooth sections. I'll just have a look and see where that falls. I kind of want it to be a little bit longer than the occipital, so I'm looking around there. And like you would with a box layer, we're going to start with that, but eventually we're going to take this corner off. So that creates a weight. I think that in longer styles sometimes can leave it a little bit kind of bell-shaped, and that's not the thing.
Do you ever angle your fingers or it's always pretty much horizontal?
No, I do angle my fingers, and I especially do it in these front sections because there's less hair in the front sections than in the back. And also I think it just softens that first layer. I want the movement in there, but I don't want it to be a really heavy intersection. So I've taken a little bit of my first layer out of my first section into my next one.
Would this be more curly yet?
Yeah, absolutely. Because of where the head shape starts to roll down, so my next section is going to start from here. And so even though I'll be taking part of the section prior to that, and a little bit of that stuffing from behind the ear, I need to make sure that I don't push this to the front here.
To get like a random layer, right? Or just be
Yeah, take too much out of this area.
Yeah.
Because I just want it to be nice and soft and a bit airy, and just sticking out, let it do its thing.
Why don't you cut the ends first?
Because I want to create something a little bit stronger around there. And if I'm going through and layering stuff, I just always prefer to leave that a little until later on, just so I can get that strength in there if I need to create it a little bit more. With thicker hair, sometimes you don't need to do that because you're not at risk of real tips and making that too flimsy.
Yeah.
But I like to have a little bit of strength in my perimeter.
Yeah.
Well, depending on what you're doing, of course, but I do like it. Now, for the sake of ease of working through your sections, I tend to stay on this side of it. Me being left-handed, you would probably do this way. But me being left-handed, I like to stay on this side of it because it allows my tension to be equal and even, and I'm not trying to compensate for anything. So I'm just working with it.
As opposed to an increase, when would you use this? I just say somebody's coming with long hair. If I was doing it, not really having the experience of you, and somebody wanted like a haircut with like lots of layers, what would be a reason of using this as opposed to increase? Just so that I can understand when if I have to do it.
It would probably be a good method to use on hair that isn't as coarse. It's a little bit finer. Hair that they may wish to sometimes wear it curly or blow dry it smooth because it's a really good method of putting the layer in the hair and putting the movement in the hair, but still being able to wear it both ways. And technically, is it one specific kind of layering or another? No, it's just something that. And with each section, I'm not pushing it into the other, I'm leaving it on itself. So it kind of follows itself around and you're not creating any leaning on the other section.
Would you ever have this dry?
Yeah. I have done it dry. It's nice because there's not a lot of use of section increase.
That's dry.
I do a little bit of section increase when I get to do the bottom, but not really not. So, these sections, there's a couple of ways that I've used them. Usually I keep following this a little bit and making it a little bit pie shaped. And it depends on what's happening here. Sometimes if you've got fringes or pre-existing shape around the face, you need to be a little bit aware of them. But all of these sections tend to sit back a little bit on one previous.
It's like a hole, right?
Sorry?
Do you find you get a hole if you don't do it in the front?
You can, you absolutely can. sometimes find it beneficial to leave half an inch of hairline out. It's a guarantee. It's a safety guarantee of not, cutting crazy holes in. And I know it seems a little bit simplistic, but it helps.
No, I do that now. Just to make sure.
When you get to this is really simple, so when you get to the really technical stuff, you're already aware of, leaving a bit of strength, leaving a little bit of, but during the So there's a couple of actions happening with each section. Each section is slightly brought back onto the one before, and the angle is stubborn. And what that does is, in each area, it's leaving more length to play with. But all of this first area of each section is the same length. So you're getting a nice even start, but you're left with a little bit more hair to fill in a little bit later on. take into consideration what kind of movement we can put into front and focus on what's there and how the client wants to wear her hair. But no, I'm not going to start shaping at the jaw. What? The action that I'm using with my scissors when I'm doing this is kind of a teasing action, so I'm not actually doing full hair cutting and I'm not slide cutting either. It's just a tease through of the hair. It just treats it a little bit kinder than, you know, a full slide cut, because I think that sometimes that can be a little bit harshing and tearing.
Yeah, that's as well.
It can do, well, especially if under hairdressers who don't like to keep their scissors as sharp.
Yeah.
And that's not great, or they're not using the right kind of scissors as a part of the slide cutting process. See how it's just created that it's working into what I've already been sort of doing and achieving. Because I am going to be working with a V shape. It's not going to be hectically strong, but that's the shape that I need to work through with my sections.
When you do a V shape, you keep your hands parallel to the top section.
Absolutely. It's the easiest way to guarantee that you get what you want. Like I say, I don't want it to be a full drop. I still want it to be quite soft. There will come a time through working up here that we will run out of hair. The layering, it's a lot of cutting. anything happening around the front, just taking off in between those two sections. Going to lift up this top section here, and I'll just do a little bit of chipping. We're going to have a little bit of a different shape through the front than what's going on through from the top of the head through to the crown. That's good. Our layering there. Come through to the yeah. Just going to strengthen that shape a little bit. Just double check, cross check. Only ever be straight. You don't ever want to go cutting hair off because so you get cut holes that do want to cut. There are a couple of alternatives to the finish on this haircut. You can square it at the bottom and make it the same thing all the way around. I didn't want to do that because I kind of liked the flow of the shape in there. And also sometimes you'll find some heads of hair get a little bit finer down here, and some are heavier from occipital bone down. And in that case, you would just make sure that you've got a little bit of join between the two, because you don't want it to have to make it feel like blocky. So in that case, you might just have a look at these areas. And see if there's anything that you wanted to join in from those ones to these ones.
Layers to the end.
I don't. It's unnecessary on this particular head of hair.
Yeah. Right away, it looks like it's weird, like the layers from the ends. It's missing that thing.
Yeah, you can kind of, on that sort of heavier head of hair, it can kind of feel like more layered to there and then nothing. But I like this. It's simple, it's easy, it's effective, and it looks good. I like what it's done. This will be easily blow-dry smooth, or in the case of somebody who has a natural wave, it can be left, and they always feel lighter feel like they've had a really decent reshape in their hair, and they can do a few things with it. Makes it a bit more manoeuvrable. The end.
Awesome.
Get rid of it, because your bulb doesn't sit there ever. The bulb always sits around the pivot area, and especially in the back, because there's a bit more hair. There are a couple of things that I do in that area. Take the hair out at 90. Sometimes I bring it up a little bit. Sometimes you just want to go and work in that interior, not so much from here, amongst this part. And sometimes you might want to take it down a little bit lower and take out it's individual hair, so you might go. It's kind of as I work through that motion, they close. So you're literally taking out a few hairs. The other one, which is a little bit more hectic, and even less of a, it's still a technical maneuver because you do have to be very precise about it. In that section, and you find your way, you find where it's sitting and where it's coming from, and when you've found that, so for this particular doll's head, it would be kind of here, and take up halfway along where the weight sits, and depending on how much I want to take out, depends on how far I go back, and I literally tease out.
That's what I super.
And because you can go through in a few different sections, but I always make sure that it's not going to interrupt the shape that's been put in there, because you don't want to thin the shape out of your haircut. So it quite often doesn't take a whole lot to make a difference for the client, for them to feel a difference in there. But those are the two methods that I generally use for taking bulk out of anywhere. And that can be, I use them in heavier fringes and things like that, especially those people who've got a lot of hair. I'll take out my, so they've got, so this is part of their fringe. I'll turn the fringe into 6 or 8 pie sections and take up each one and just flick out. Doing it down here if it's a fringe. But yeah, just flick out a little bit of hair, and then I have a look at it again. Pick up that section, flick out a little bit more, and just see how it ends up sitting for me. Fussy with it, it's dry. that's what it would look like if you squared it.
Yeah. Quite like it squared.
Yes, she has.
Let go of it. You get it. That's good. You're gonna do it.
Yes. Biggest spell recommendation.
After all this work, I'm gonna cut it all over again.
Biggest spell act.
I like that air is on cold. I like the air coming like going.
Just do it like that. So, dark brown. All over dark brown, or do you want to show off anything in the haircut? All over. Just leave it plain. Okay. When you have darker hair, what it does is it absorbs light, so you can't see you see less texture and you see less movement in dark hair. It's absorbing all of that light and it's not showing off. With lighter hair, you see, it doesn't absorb as much light, so you see movement and you see textures and you see all of those sorts of things. This is why with darker hair, if you want to accentuate movement in it, that's where highlighting comes in.
Like if you
You still have it all over dark, but
you'd lose a lot of what shade you.
yeah.
It's
So
not too
we
solid.
might as well just leave hair all on it. But you know that's okay because some people will want that they don't want to show off any of that kind of stuff. But in my experience of doing this kind of change on somebody with that kind of hair, I always suggest, and I tell them why. I just want to do this change, this beautiful haircut, and your natural depth won't show it off as much as when you really softly light it, softly highlight it. Now that doesn't mean that also that you have to do, say, a different situation. She might go, I like my hair, lighter, but can we put some crazy colours in it? Even if you like probably highlight some more and then crazy colour right there. What do you reckon to that?
If it were me, I would go on through and probably underneath from here. So you've got that really nice shape.
Yep.
I want like ribbons of colour to emphasise that.
Yeah.
And throughout here. So when she does smooth it out, she has a nice ribbon.
Yep.
And when it is curly, it doesn't just look like, hey, I'm boring, so I actually care. So I'd probably take like a little bit of triangle shape from there, pin that up, and touch it, and then work my way up. Like maybe some fine slices, and that you can really see some nice tone. Yeah, some strong slices through there. And I would take it like this way. So I have a section for here, and then I probably have another triangle there, just so we get through the layers. That's amazing.
Nice.
Coming from the underneath area. Now I wouldn't mind keeping her white,
Yeah.
because whenever you have a nice blonde also.
Nice.
Or, I wouldn't do it to the dog's head. A nice ombre would always be nice in this type of character, I think.
Yeah, but also I would, if that's where that client wanted to go, I would accentuate these bits.
In a foil,
Yeah.
for sure.
Maybe even a few of them
Yeah.
dotted around in there to show it off. I've been seeing that a little bit lately. And I really like.
Yeah.
I like what, especially when you've got these kind of things or fringes and stuff. Because I generally find that